Now I had an excuse to use drugs. I was never able to stop once I started.
Right, of course.
And like I was sniffing Xanax. And, like you'd come over, I'd have Ziplocs of fake Xanax, and my grandfather died. He was dying for like a year. And again, like this guy was my father, like I resented him so much, but like, you don't realize what's gone until it's gone.
Right.
Like what you had until it's gone. And when he gone, it fucking ripped me apart. And like I've never even, like even with all the drugs I was on, like I've never felt that way. Besides when I was a kid, when my mom died, like I felt like my insides were just ripped out. I was crying, and it tore the family apart. Like he was like the last glue for the uncles that talked, and he died. And I mentioned I was engaged. Within a month of like his funeral, I came home from work one day, and there was just a note on the table that said I'm out. I was with her for almost 6 years, and there was just a note on the table. I'm out. I can't deal with this anymore. And no discussion, no nothing. And again, like we were talking about before, I just played the victim. What do you mean? Right. This is when you're leaving me? Well, this is when I was the most fucked up. Like
right, of course.
Things happen in 3, and they say that, and my grandfather died. She left me, and I was holding this girl hostage. That's all.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what they call them. They call them hostages.
I remember she would find the heroin bags on the floor, and she would Google wax paper bags with skull and bones, and it would come up heroin, and I'd be like, that's not heroin, honey. Like, heroin you shoot. I sniff. That's dope. Like, try to justify it.
Oh, my God.
And she would go for it because she's not an addict,
And she didn't know.
And she didn't know. And, she left. And then I'm catering a party and for a wedding at a hotel. And I'm loading an elevator. And I stick my hand to stop the elevator, and the elevator door closes my hand, and it's stuck for 15 minutes.
Ugh.
And my hand was mangled. And
you're so lucky you have your hand.
Yeah, I'm lucky I have my hand. And I remember, like, it took 15 minutes for the FDNY to open the elevator, and they finally got it open, and the ambulance is trying to take me away. And I went into the room to go sniff some more dope and hit the crack real quick. And then they're like, come on, let's get in the ambulance. And I was like, wait, I forgot my water. And I went back in twice to go use real quick before they took me to the hospital.
Wow.
And they took me to the hospital. And from there, like that's the third thing. The grandfather, the fiance leaving, my hand being mangled. And like, that was it. I was off to the fucking races.